Higher Self Magic here. Welcome to a reading for Sagittarius. Today is the 22nd of the 6th, 22. Those are very special numbers, and we're in the sort of middle of the summer solstice. It lasts until the 23rd, and so the energy for the summer solstice is still very, very strong, and a time for making wishes. If you've seen some of my earlier videos, especially the All Signs one, I show you how to use the rose and how to use the lavender oil in water with herbs, and how to write on the petals, and how to release those either in a pond or in the earth, or put them in a pink sachet to keep under your pillow. I've also written my wishes out on a piece of paper, and so I'm going to keep those under my pillow also. So there we go. It's a very, very precious, powerful time. I'd like to welcome Sarah Elizabeth in, who's my spirit guide, and she brings in the right vibes. She communicates with me and channels information and takes stress out of a situation and allows the connection with Sagittarius' spirit guides to take place. Now, do always take note of your other placements. Thank you, Sarah Elizabeth. Do take account of your other placements. I'm a Sagittarius, my moon is Pisces, and my rising is Leo. So all those things make up myself. I'm a mutable sign, and I do believe that's really me. So although you can't put people in a box, there's certainly truth in all that. Here for the ceremony, I've got 4 candles: air, water, earth and fire, and also north, west, south and east. I've got a leprechaun for the earth people, I've got a Pegasus for the air, and a turtle for the water, spirit turtle. But I've got a dragon for Sagittarius, because you're a fire sign and you have quite a lot of haters, I find Sagittarians do, and the dragon will breathe fire over them. It will also give your own fire energy, so you can keep your positive energy in, and you don't get bad vibes coming in, because sometimes being with other people is like downloading computer software. You pick up their energy, it enters in, so you have to keep the bad vibes, the negative vibes out. I'm going to start with my real traditional little tarot cards, because they're the ones I learned the tarot on 25 years ago, and they're your traditional sort of pictures, and they just say such a lot. Okay, so let's see what comes up for Sagittarius. I usually lay the cards before, but I am not doing so in this case. And I'm going to do 3 cards first in a row: past, present and future. This one wanted to come out, which is the Tower. And you have had your Tower moment, Sagittarius. It has been intense and sudden, and a big lot of change, and you've felt a lot of pain. You have faced the truth. It was a very destructive period in your life. I would say it occurred between 12 and 10 years ago. That's when Jupiter had moved into your, 12 years ago, into your house of true love. So it's in your house of true, Jupiter is in your house of true love again. At that time, the planets didn't support the love that you had found, and so it became destructive, and you had to let go. And I think there were illusions, and so you now would say that was a job well done, because you wouldn't want that in your life anyway, 12 years on. If you fall in love again this year, or you're already in love with someone and they're not part of your life, then I would say that wait for them to come in. because they are coming back. If you're in love with a soulmate, it's either a soulmate reunion or a new person coming in. It is your year for true love, and the planets really support the love you find or have this time. If it's a soulmate, you've both had to have your journeys, so that's the past. This is the present, but we're going to shuffle again in a moment, which is the 10 of Pentacles. So you are at this present moment going into quite an affluent time in terms of money, in terms of job structure. I wouldn't say absolutely amazing, sometimes inheritance, but we don't want to hear that. But there is money coming in your present situation. I learn on these cards. I love them because the pictures are so real, and I still think they're the best ever tarots. I've had so many tarots since, but these are the best. Okay, your future celebration. Look at that. There are two people there celebrating excitement, harmony, homecoming. So this is your past, present and future. I'm now going to take some cards to complement that. So here we've got, I want to shuffle because it's really important to get Sarah Elizabeth to pull us the exact right cards. Now this is all going to be for your love life now and your career. You've had massive changes in your life in terms of enlightenment, a change in your spiritual outlook. I think you are so different to how you were before. You're a fiery, passionate, we've got the Queen of Wands here, a fiery, passionate woman who's wholehearted, selfless, but yet sassy, sexy, and you're going to get what you want, because whoever loves you, there is a person out there who loves you, and he is protective. We've got the King of Wands now, but he is protective, innovationally sort of person, very inspiring, very magnetic, very creative, very romantic. So we've got the King and the Queen here. They're of Wands. Whether it's someone in your own fire sign or whether it's someone in your mutables that's coming back, because it could also, it's in one of your circles, one of your groups. So someone's coming back, either a mutable, which would be Gemini, Virgo, or Pisces, or another Sagittarius or another fire sign. Okay, so here we have the Magician. You have willed your own future. You were down on the floor basically, but your willpower, your manifestation, your ability to wish and make wishes come true shows you how driven you are and how you can make dreams happen. You are very powerful, Sagittarius, in your own world, even for people that you love. And once you've developed your inner world, which you have, you've developed your spirituality, your divine feminine, if I'm speaking to women, but this would apply to men if I'm speaking to men. You've developed your divine feminine, you've developed an ability to communicate with your higher self, then you will follow that focus and concentrate on making dreams happen in your real life, because you have loved yourself, you've learned to love yourself, you've learned to like yourself, and no distractions took place in that time. You spent a lot of time alone working on things. I'm talking about career as well as yourself. And now you're seeing the fruits of that labor. Look, the Magician's always so happy. And here we have the High Priestess. I would say you are more like the High Priestess, Sagittarius, than any other card. This card is all about the intuitive, the divine feminine. You spent time learning and listening to your intuition, and you also decided what you wanted your life to be like, and that you would not settle because your relationships in the past have not been good, particularly. I think however attractive you are, and most Sagittarians are, you didn't reach that feeling of total devotion and passion apart from with one person who was your soulmate, but you weren't able to stay together because of circumstances, or you weren't ready, because that's often the case with soulmates. So you had to break away from each other, or the universe made you break away from each other. That's often the case. And you've got to trust the higher priestess in yourself, or the higher priestess in the universe, to bring you either that love or another love, a greater love than that, in this period up to May the 10th next year. So up to May the 10th next year, you have Jupiter in your house of true love. It's the most magnificent time in probably a lifetime for you, because the placements are just right. The planets are just right. They're supporting this. And so trust the higher priestess in yourself to make the right choices. You will never settle. Sagittarians do not settle. They will not settle. So you won't make the wrong choice because of settling for finances or settling for security. You have to feel it. You have to feel like you really want to jump in, and you will jump in head first when you get what you want. She's the keeper of the temple, the spiritual sacred temple is the high priestess. And that's what you are now. You're very cleansed inside, Sagittarius. You're very pure. I would say you're going through this purity period where everything's pure about you. And the lover, the person who loves you, your person, is going to see that. Has that purity, that pure soul has become even stronger in your life. And if he can match that, he will stay. If he can't match that, he will go, and a new person will come in who will match that. Your next card is the Fool. And when your soulmate comes back, look at the Fool. He's going to just leap off that rock. He's got a blind leap of faith. I don't know whether you know your soulmate's going to come back. I can't see any communication between you right now. The Sagittarians I'm resonating with aren't in a relationship right now. They are single, but you are on the verge of something very exciting and adventurous coming up, and this will contribute to your growth as a human being. Also, I think it may mean traveling to a new land. This person might not be from this country, from the UK, or you might be communicating with them online elsewhere. But there's something about you taking a leap of faith into this. It's like there's a card in my my energy oracle cards, which has got a woman with a contract and making a contract with a blindfold on. You will be like that. You can have a blindfold on. You'll be so sure of it, and you'll have the scales balancing in front of you. So this is a card of new beginnings. So look forward to those, Sagittarius. The next card that's coming up for you is the Ace of Wands. Now, when we get a lot of Wands cards, they are sort of emotional, intuitive cards, and you've got quite a few already of the Wands. You've got the Queen and the King, and when you get the Wands cards and the Six, you are in for a romantic roller coaster, but a roller coaster, not an up and down one, but a roller coaster of fun and laughter in your romantic life. And the guy, I think, that's going to come in, we've already had the King of Wands there. The other guy is going to be someone outgoing, cheerful, creative. Can you see him? He's very confident. This is the Page of Wands. So he's very confident, possibly younger than you. The king won't be younger, it'll be around your age, but the page will be cheerful, creative, confident, younger than you. And I think you'll have a choice, you'll have a crossroads moment with this. The next card is the Emperor. So here we've got the Emperor. Gosh, there could be a 3 choice because it is your year for true love. This could be even a friend. This is a card. The Emperor is a card about someone trustworthy, constant, confident, a fine example of masculine energy. Someone that might remind you of your father because he'll have that paternal, masculine feel about him. He'll be very structured, very secure. I don't think you'd be settling for him if you choose this one, but he might not be as exciting as the other 2, but he'd be carefully planning things. He will overcome anything that's thrown at him. And this card can also mean that you, Sagittarius, whether you're a woman or a man in this reading, will pursue your goals like he would. You'll pursue them in a very structured, organised way. And I'm taking the cards as they come up because this is the way the deck was done. And now we've got the Empress. So the Empress, this could be a female who you become friendly with. You haven't been lucky with friendships. You've had a lot of haters. You've had a lot of betrayals, and some of your friends have left your closest circle. It could be because of the pandemic and you're not seeing people as much, but you find your circle has become so much smaller. But this woman who's going to come in is going to be elegant. She's going to be kind. She's going to be artistic, creative like yourself, and her energy is going to have a very good feel about it. It's also going to be, could be related to work because this card is related to abundance. So you are going to make money through work now, and you're going to push that to make money through work. You really are. You are not going to allow yourself to be poor any longer. I'm not saying you're poor, but to have an ordinary life. You do know that you want an extraordinary life, and the only way you can do that for people is by like being a benefactor or someone who can give money to charity, is by making money and being the sort of person you are to give it away. So our next card, I'm going to just do one more line of 4 and we're going to go to other cards. Your next card is the Hierophant. Now, this card, when you get it, advises you to maintain conventional boundaries. So look for someone traditional when you're making your choice next door. When you're making your choice out of, it could be out of an online group, out of these 3 guys that come forward, someone you don't know online, but you're going to click with someone quite clearly. And if it's the soulmate that you love that comes in, this card tells you to go for a traditional choice. If your soulmate wasn't the most traditional person before, and he broke with traditions and didn't like normal ways of life, he might not be the right choice, because the Hierophant is telling you to go with the norm. Don't break from the norm. Just learn the necessary values that create a trusted source in your life. So that's the message it's giving you, and that's the message Sarah Elizabeth is giving you. So don't just settle. We don't want anyone to settle, and I would never settle, but do look for someone traditional, caring, who's got values of loyalty, who you know is going to stay the course, because this relationship's going to last a long, long time. This one is going to be the relationship of your life. 3 more cards and we're leaving this. So here we've got the Lovers. Now, obviously, we've talked about love, and this is all about love. So you're going to have a very sensual, passionate time. And look, they look so happy there. They're nude and they look like they're going to be having a very good time. But often this card means you have a choice in love. So, which is what I've been talking about. It doesn't mean one person is just coming forward. You've got a choice. It doesn't mean you have to sleep with all three of them or be with all three of them in an intimate way. But it does mean don't go for the easy option. Think things through. Make a wise choice. Sagittarians, I believe, have not made wise choices. The Chariot, I hope we get the Chariot card, because the Chariot card takes you to your fate. It makes you consider things left, right, or whatever. But there's something about the Chariot card that leads you to your destiny. And I just do think, follow your heart. Follow the vibe you get that goes most with your heart in the choice you get for love, because you are going to have a tremendous choice. 2 more cards from here. And the next one is the Chariot. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? I said, I hope we get the Chariot, and we have. For me, the Chariot is a fate card. It's a card of fate. You're sitting in your chariot, and I want you to stay there. I want you to trust the universe. I want you to trust the universe that it's going to bring you the right person on the right days. You are going to communicate with 3 people. There's no doubts about it. It's absolutely crazy. One's a past love, a soulmate, and one might be someone you don't know, and one might be someone you do know. But the Chariot is saying, stay on the course. Now's the time to get what you want if you make the right choices. So half of you sometimes has to leave it to destiny. And this is a very encouraging card. As it says, you will have overcome obstructions with your determination. You've learned the hard way that to make the wrong choices does not bring you happiness. One thing I always say to people is that if you make the wrong choices, then this affects your whole life, your children's life, your emotional life, your mental health, and it really does not make you happy if you're living with the wrong person. So it has to be someone who's compatible, and you're going to have the choice. So Triumph is waiting for you. Just let the universe control what's happening, but you might have that choice at the end, and you are being tested. There'll be a sort of competition here going on, and so Sagittarians are in for a fun time a full time of love. And Strength is the next card, and we all know what this means, because he's got his hand in the lion's mouth, and he's got his hand in the lion's mouth, and he's very gentle. He's making his choices, and he's going forward in a very sensitive, gentle way. This is a bit like the Chariot card, in that you can achieve what you want by letting the universe help you along, and fate and destiny help you along. But the Chariot card's a bit more fierce in energy. This one's very sensitive in energy. There's a positive calm about this. And what it's saying to you is stay calm. You are a very persevering person, Sagittarius. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. You are confident, you are committed, and even the strongest, most powerful, say, Leos and lions of the jungle are not going to be rough with you or tough with you. And if you've had someone that's been abusive to you in the past, you know how difficult that is. So what this is saying is, find a gentle giant, find someone that's going to treat you well. Go into this with confidence, with commitment, with balance, and continue being you. But be gentle, show your gentle side, so you get the gentle side from the other person. Okay, so they were wonderful. What's the card at the bottom of the deck? The Knight of Wands. Don't tell me we're getting another choice coming in. One of these people is going to be very charming, very self-confident, very passionate, and I think that's going to be the fire sign. I always look at the bottom of the deck. So here we've got my angel tarot cards, and I'm going to pull 3 for you, Sagittarius. So I hope that tarot spread was really wonderful. You've got an amazing year coming up. Honestly, you really, really have. Oh, they've come up, the Magician. You've got the Magician again. So we've got that again. We've got 12. We've got the Awakening, which is saying to you, look at things from a different perspective when you're making that choice. And you've had a temporary standstill in love. It's important to be yourself, so that they see the true self. Sometimes we put on a bit of an act. We want to seem more charismatic or more knowledgeable or more intelligent or more sexy. Be who you are, because the one who's going to love who you are is the one that's right for you. And here we've got the 3 of Water. A celebration, a wedding, a graduation, or a birth announcement. The need to have more fun. So there we are with that. So we've got 3 cards, but she said to pull 3 more. So let's see what they bring you. Here we've got the King of Water. So we've got a trustworthy, this is the choice I think you're going to make. A trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured person. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. What did I say about you being the sort of person that will give to charity? You're going to be doing work where the money's coming in and you're giving it to charity, or you will be making lots of money in whatever you do, whatever field you're in, and giving that money to charity. So we've got 1 more. Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. It's going to be a very good time for money, Sagittarians. I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire, but you are going to make money. So that's the Ace of Fire. He's looking quite satisfied where he is in life. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. So here we've got the Ace of Water. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition and a new home. So it might be that soulmate who's coming in, because I think that soulmate has a lot of your love. You gave a lot, and sometimes that comes back. You gave a lot of love to that person, and there's one person that stands out for you that is never going to go away. Even if you do join with another love, he will always have a piece of your heart. 1 more card here, 3 of Fire. Abundance, things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans, Sagittarius. So it's looking really good financially for you and love-wise. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Moon. So here we've got important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So the Moon's very important to you as a sign. It's you sort of get more pensive when there's a full and new moon. I think if you're like me, you will tend to make your wishes, to write a gratitude list, but more importantly, although that is a very important gratitude list, more importantly, I think you love to make wishes and you manifest them, and you're a great manifester. That film Practical Magic showed how easy it is to make a manifest the love. She wrote a letter, I don't know if you watched it, Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock. She wrote a letter about who she wanted manifested in her life, and he turned up in the town just exactly as he was. I want John Travolta. I don't know if I'm going to get him. Oh dear. Manifest John Travolta, I am. Saturday Night Fever and all that. I've heard he's in Norfolk. I think I might take a trip to Norfolk. I'm only joking. So, he's always been the special one on the screen for me. And here we've got energy field adjustment, aura cleansing and health. That's what's been going on with you, Sagittarius. You've had your aura cleanse. Your chakras are like pretty much together. And if they're not, we'll get a card in a moment with the energy cards where Sarah Elizabeth will be asking you to put those right, to clear those, and she'll be helping you do that. But let's take one more of the mermaid cards. Air, breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life, life bringing energies. So there's going to be a lot of kissing going on in that relationship of yours, and you're definitely going to be giving air, fire and life to each other. One more, because I love these mermaid cards from a romantic point of view. So here we've got reclaiming your authenticity. You are yourself. You're your authentic self. You're going to show your unique self to this love, whoever it is, and he's going to want you because you are you. He doesn't want anyone else because he only wants you. And so that's what's going to happen. And here, let's take one of these. Let's take one of these. We're going to end this reading because I've spent too long and I need to get through. So I'm only going to take one or two cards now, only because I want to get through all the other signs before the 22nd finishes. And they take different times to process. So I might not get them up in the right order. But here we are. Let's choose another one. Marriage for you. Wow.